We're here with Steve and Heidi Benjamin, owners of the Carkeek 40 Spookie. It's an HPR boat. Third year for the high performance rating system. And Steve, I guess I asked you that. Do you ever, is that what it stands for, HPR, high performance rating?
High performance rule, that's right.
Well, this is the third year here in Key West. You won one of the regattas, the lost to Steve Murray's decision one year. Why don't you first and foremost kind of handicap this year's fleet?
Well, this year is kind of interesting. We've actually combined with the IRC fleet, so we'll have a little bit more competition and varied competition between the two boat types. And I think we have 6 HPR boats and a total of 10 IRC boats all sailing together in one class, which I think is a really good idea for the competition.
Heidi, you guys have been a great team over the years. If I'm correct, you steer the boat and Steve is tactician. Kind of talk about how the pairing works up with you and Steve.
Yeah, I'm trying to say it's the other way around, but Steve does respect me as a sailor, and the highlight of my career was in the 470 class when I was campaigning for the '88 Olympics, and I went to the Nationals in '87 with a broken foot. Walking down on my crutches to the dock every day, and I ended up beating you, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
So we have the utmost respect for each other, and we actually are probably one of the very few husband and wife teams that actually get along. Right, hon?
We sure do.
Well, I was going to talk about that because I know a lot of wives who won't sail with their husbands and vice versa. Never a crossword back there?
I mean, the bench, every once in a while I'll have an off day, and he won't listen to anything I have to say if he thinks I'm off. But usually, yeah, we love racing together, and we think alike, and Benji knows my weaknesses, and I know his, and we encourage each other, and we got a great bunch of kids crewing for us, and my words of wisdom are practice, practice, practice. That's all we do is practice, right, Benj?
Quite a bit.
And what do you think, Heidi, of this HPR boat? You all have had a number of different boats together. What do you think of Spookie?
We love her. We love her. It's like a big 505, very wet. Very wet ride. But it goes very fast.
So, Steve, as you look at this fleet, one of the new boats is Tonnerre de Breskens, as Peter Vroon is a Dutchman. And tell me that that is the first European boat to be rated under HPR. Is that correct?
Yes, in collaboration with the ORC, the ORA, who's the rule owner, produced a rating for Tonnerre, and this was a great collaboration between the European and U.S. systems.
One of the interesting things here in Key West is that we have a wide range of boats in terms of size. You have a CNC 30, your boat is a 40, there's a 52-footer. Kind of talk about, is that something that is great about the rule, that boats of different sizes? Because if this was perf, that would be a major problem. But is it great about the rule that boats of different sizes can race alongside one another without problem?
So far we've been trying to rate the boats from 26 feet to 72 feet and accommodate all sizes within that range. We may eventually be able to go bigger up to the 100-footers, but we're not into canting keels or water ballast, so there's sort of a natural limit at 72 feet right now.
As I've talked to you in the past, you've said that there's versions of the rule. What version are we on now?
I think we're on 5H or so. It's on about the 5th generation.
Right, and that's just going to keep continuing. That's part of the beauty of the class, is that it takes into account any new changes and it evolves, right?
Well, we've gotten it to a point where it's quite solid right now, and we're trying not to change it too much so people can understand and be assured that the rule is very stable, and there may need to be some tweaks in the future, so that's under discussion.
And are we at the point now that people are starting to design and build boats to the HPR rule? I would think that's pretty exciting and kind of, legitimizes what you all are doing.
The HPR rule is the only rule we have truly for the Grand Prix monohull sailor right now, and it's getting a lot of inquiries and publicity overseas, and it's working quite well.
So Heidi, last question. What is your take on this regatta and Spookie's chances of winning? It is an interesting fleet. Some of these boats you may not have lined up against. How do you feel? Are you confident going in?
Well, yeah, if we don't win, my husband gets all upset. Gets into very pouty mood. So, It's kind of why we've been married for what, 22 years, huh?
23.
Yeah, we've been there and done that, and we just have a great crew, and it's just fun being out on the water, and the thing that kills me is when he's over early at the start.
He's done that before. Isn't that how you lost
I'm like
2 years
Ben.
ago?
I'm like, Ben, you're killing me.
That's your one job, is to be on the line in time. Well, you could blame the bowman for that. Isn't the bowman usually responsible for?
He's usually spot on.
Ever since we're able to ping in both ends of the lines, I don't think we've had an issue, have we, Ben?
Don't speak too soon.
Right. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
All right. Thanks.